Hi, my name is Matthew Ross, and this is a narrative of a significant moment in my life. So the story starts out, I was about 7 years old. I was in second grade, and it was on Christmas Eve. So my grandparents announced to my whole family that we would be going on a cruise ship for their 40th anniversary. As a 7-year-old, that was pretty exciting to me. I was getting to go on a cruise ship, which I had never been on before, and there was basically a shopping mall inside of a boat, which was pretty cool to me. So when we got on the cruise ship, I remember just being amazed by everything around me. It was like I said, a shopping mall on a boat with food everywhere, things to shop at. There were pools everywhere, and for me as a 7-year-old, the really cool part was there was a kids camp. So at this kids camp, we got free ice cream, free food, we got to play with all the other kids on the boat, and we also got to do science experiments and stuff like that. So I was having a lot of fun on the cruise ship, and just being a kid on a boat, just hanging out, and it was going good. And that's right when things went bad. So that day, we were about halfway through the cruise ship, and I had gotten sick that day. And at first I thought it was just a cold. I thought nothing was really that wrong. I thought I'd be fine. Little to my knowledge, I was pretty darn sick. And I actually ended up getting croup. And the way I found out was that night I woke up in my sleep and I could barely breathe, which is what happens when you get croup. Your esophagus shrinks up and it makes it really hard for you to breathe. And it's common in young children, and I was just born with a very small esophagus, so it was common for me. So my mom took me to the doctor on the ship, and he prescribed me a steroid inhaler that I had to take twice a day, and it would help me with my croup. Another thing that the doctor said was being down by the ocean didn't help, because I live in Colorado, so it's very dry here, and we were by the ocean, so it's obviously very humid, and humidity isn't good when you have croup. So I was very sick, and I didn't know this at the time, but when you're sick on a cruise ship, they quarantine you in your room, and you're literally not allowed to leave your room. You have to stay in your room and just sleep and stay there. And it's good. It's for good reason. Germs can spread very easily on a cruise ship, which makes sense. You don't want a whole ship of people getting sick, and yeah, that's just not going to be a good time. So I had to stay in my room the whole time as a 7-year-old, and that was really not fun at all. The most fun I had was on the last day of the cruise ship. I got to watch my brother and my cousin play in the pool. So it wasn't very fun and all, and yeah, I just didn't have a great time. But then, 10 years later, I was 18, so the year that I'm in now, and again, for Christmas, my grandparents told my family that we would be going on a cruise ship for their 50th anniversary. And the first thing I thought was, oh good, this is my chance to get my second chance at a cruise ship and not be sick. So I was determined to not get sick the whole time, and I didn't, and I had a really good time. I was with my cousin and my brother, and we got our own hotel room on the ship, or cruise ship room, and I didn't know this, but you get free room service in those rooms. So we got as much food as we wanted, we got to hang out, and yeah, I really just got my second chance at a cruise ship, which I was really excited about, and I'm sure me as a 7-year-old would be excited about too. So, thank you.